Probably gloves. I don't feel like today. Thrower. I don't have. Looks like there's a screw in there. Maybe there's not. I have no idea if this is working right, but hi, Darla. Okay, we've come in from outside now. Broken the TV down, and we'll see what we've got here. I did a little bit of breakdown off camera because my battery died, but it was just breaking down that one central core down to the boards and whatnot. So what we've got is one board here that's got all the input outputs on it. Nothing on the back side. A couple chips and flat packs on the front side. Nothing to write home about, really. Save you for last, or later at least. This board is another input-output board. One little chip on the back. There's probably some chips in here. Oh, wait. You just don't want to get got. There we go. Copper coils and whatnot on that side. And a couple of chips on that side, as expected. This one's probably about the same. Coils and one little transistor, whatever that is there. And a couple more little ICs on that side. So again, nothing major to write home about or anything. A little bit of wire. The rest of that we'll toss into our board box and we'll deal with it later. This was the board that was on top of the lantern, and it's got some ICs and transistors and whatnot on here. Backside's got a gold-plated BGA and some flat packs. Another couple ICs. Otherwise, nothing really else there. Main processing board, another BGA, gold corner BGA, a bunch of flat packs, some other ICs, another nice big one there. We got some gold-plated connectors on this, probably some in here as well. This is a data port of some kind. Backside, more ICs for the most part. So that's a good board. This one, that's rose wire. So we've got copper bearing, transformer, aluminum, a couple MOSFETs, some more copper coils. This one's got a big copper heatsink here that's got these MOSFETs on it. So that's nice. Nice big plate. These are relays, so they'll have copper and silver contacts inside. Otherwise, let's go ahead and remove this one. Take this the rest of the way off. This board. That's that. Got a couple more wires are on this side. Back side, one IC chip. That's it. So copper plate and the copper bearing items will be taken off here. The relays, we'll take those off. The aluminum, we'll take that off. The rest of this, that'll be a copper. That might be copper bearing. Another coil right in there. Another coil right in there. Bunch of capacitors. Another coil there. Another coil there. And a bunch of dust. So we'll go through and we'll pick the stuff off this board to melt the copper on it. And I'll I'll set this one right here for now. This one, smaller one, has a big aluminum heat sink on it with a multi-leg MOSFET. Another relay, more capacitors, multi-leg MOSFET, and big heat sink. So that must generate a good bit of heat on that one. So we'll go ahead and set this one over to the side to pull the copper bearing parts off. Let me just get the metal off of this. I was actually surprised by the amount of metal in this. The upper half is all plastic. Just a few metal components in the upper half at all. And those are primarily there to protect and hold the screen, frontal lens, and the mirror in place. There it goes. Yep, and I got somebody did a naughty with me. That's plastic. Okay, this is the power board. And you can see we got a copper bearing here, small transformer here, but we got a large copper heat sink on the back with a small aluminum fin on the front. And same thing here, big copper plate all the way across here, and then some aluminum across the front again. Take this out and look at the back side. Just one screw left. Another one here. Do this without slicing my hands open. Get in there and get that guy. Steel backside, nothing major here. Some small surface mount components, and that's about it. So, but you can see this is all copper. So beyond that, we got a little bit of wire. This small board. Okay, and then I'll be right back and we'll grab small side covers. wherever that one went. Good grief. Bouncing all over the place on me. Okay, that looks like all of the resin coated parts. Got some more items that I'll be pulling off later. Capacitors. Get those off for our big box of capacitors down there. Just get them out of the way. That board may have some good items on it. It looks like it's just some MLCCs and whatnot on there, 10 ohm capacitors possibly. So there may be some good stuff in there yet. This one. Copper there. Copper there. Copper there. Copper. Copper. We'll take half the board with this one. Clean that off later. Two more there. I did not see those earlier. The rest of that I think we'll just save for later. you. I think I can do a little cleaner break on you. Screws on the bottom holding this one in. Nice big piece of aluminum. Aluminum, aluminum, plastic, plastic. Oh, it's got nuts on the back. Copper. On this side. Just checking you to make sure you're still alive. Another couple good copper plates. Another piece of aluminum. we'll try this again. My camera keeps dying out on me, so I'm not sure how much more of this I'm going to be able to do. Bunch of little transformers, copper bearing parts, copper bearing, copper coil, copper bearing, copper, ferrite. One more piece of copper here. Plate. Resin capacitors that may or may not contain silver. MOSFETs, which will contain copper, some more than others. Not sure what that is. Let's see with MOSFETs. With that, the rest of that is just plastic. Yep, nothing to speak of there. Okay, so we got a little pile of MOSFETs, little pile of resin covered items, good little pile of brass, or not brass, copper bearing items, some brass plate, some aluminum plate, a couple little motors for this. One thing I have not talked about yet is this. This is the optical train for the projector. We've got LCDs, big prism, nice lens on this. There will be another mirror in here. I've got another one of these from just a standard projector that I took apart, not a projector TV. I fully disassembled that one. Nice components though. And then this has all of the optics for enlarging it and splitting it into the multiple colors and whatnot that need to be done. Different filters, different lenses, and mirrors all in there. This also has brass embedded in the plastic, and I'll be able to retrieve that when I want to. Just use a punch or something that can get down in here and literally just pry it out, and it'll pop right out. The plastic will give way. Something thicker than that may be needed, but you know, a screwdriver even can do it as long as it can fit down in the hole for the little screw, or for the little nut that's in there. There's a couple of them. There's 4 there. There's 2 here. Maybe a 3rd one there. Not a lot of brass, but just enough to tease us. So this I'll be setting aside. I've got another, like I said, I've got another set of these lenses and filters and everything. I'll set that stuff aside. This stuff, copper will melt. This I'll strip out and we'll melt all that. You know, there's not a ton of copper in these, not a ton of aluminum. It's mostly plastic and air. That's what it is. So these we'll put with our MOSFETs and IC chips. These we'll put with our resin items to be obliterated. And what we'll do with this is we will grind it down to a powder, separate out the metals, and then we'll melt the metal into an ingot, and we'll use electrolysis to separate the metals, the copper and the silver, from that. These can all go in here. And we'll just worry about the copper. And I'll set the aluminum aside. I need to get another crucible for aluminum. I need to get a couple more crucibles so that I've got some. I need some that are pure copper, some that are pure aluminum, and some that are just a hodgepodge. So, you know, we don't have to worry about what we're melting down in them. But that's it for the, what was this? I think this was a Panasonic Projector TV. With HDMI. I believe that's why it's got the nice gold chip in there. Gold corner chip. That's it. So have a good one, guys.